Welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matterio. Tonight, I am joined, as always, by the Beanied One, Gerard Barrera.
Oh, we had a little technical difficulty there. My volume was on. Oops, my bad. We heard two Matts. Multiverse is going on.
Stop it.
That's right.
Stop
Oh.
What's going on, nerds?
So was that the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield version along with Tom Holland?
Yeah. That's cool. I'm down with that. Are you Toby? You can be Toby. I'm cool. I'm cool with Andrew. I liked Andrew. I thought you liked Toby.
Toby's okay. Andrew Garfield, I thought was better.
That's right. We were on the same page with Andrew.
Yes.
And then Tom Holland is like the tippy top.
Yeah. But I think what it is Andrew Garfield, I think rather with Tobey Maguire, it was more the emo part of it, the Spidey 3 that just went.
See, I try not to bring 3 into it because that was just like I say on very few movies, but it's very true. And a complete dumpster fire of a movie.
And we'll bring in the third member tonight, the man with the couch, the Lions mane, Jason Valerio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going tonight? Oh, it's another night. How's it going? How you doing?
What's up, baby?
How am I doing? I was at a 10.5-hour day, and it was on. I barely got enough time to get up and go get something to eat. I was on that many calls today, so
10.5 hours. That sounds like a fun day.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
How's your week been, guys?
Mine's been pretty solid, actually. Just to,
really,
I can officially say like I am starting to get a routine. I've been going to the gym.
There you go.
But work for me was like just a solid week. It was a few complications, but at the end of the day, everything got worked out and we figured it out. End of the day. So I would say it's been a solid week.
Nice.
How about you guys? Other than Matt, you had a crazy day.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, the week has been quite hectic. Now that the Port of Long Beach is open, like constantly, we have.
Are you guys getting like heavy on shipments and every day?
Things are coming in like crazy.
Oh,
daily,
cool.
Which is cool, which is good, but it's still.
That's a lot of pallets on the ground, baby.
Yeah, it's.
I
still
remember.
Yeah. What's coming in? I don't know if it's Halloween stuff, Thanksgiving stuff, Christmas stuff. It's all interesting.
Yeah, it's a good thing it is open.
I
think Union Pacific agreed to go 24/7 now as well to ship the containers out.
Oh, wow.
Once they get them, yeah. So it's becoming a full-on enterprise now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's good. Good.
Yeah. Hopefully, in some eyes, it'll save Christmas.
Hey, you never know, man. Like, the only thing we need now is those chip shortages to
my God.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
And then we might be getting closer to a possible, good Christmas.
Although side note, just got an email from GameStop that tomorrow they will have console bundles, which is interesting. Like they said, in store.
Yeah,
they are getting in store.
Yeah, but the key word there is bundle.
Yeah, I know.
So
you know how they got to make their money.
Well, Sony is now offering the ability to actually register on Sony Direct for buying a console when they become available as well.
Oh.
So
yeah,
that's good. More and more are opening up.
PS5 is still like hot off the press,
but it don't matter because
actually
you got one now, baby.
I got one, baby. I got one
now, baby.
Let's talk about hot off the press really quick before we get into everything else. So the Xbox mini fridge went on pre-order this week. It sold out within minutes.
Damn.
I wonder
and they're already up on eBay.
I was about to say, I wonder how many are bots and how many were actual people that got them.
I think the majority of them are bots.
Of course.
That's what I've been seeing from everybody.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, everybody's a little ticked on that. So,
and this is the one. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If you guys are listening out there, don't rebuy these. Like, it is literally just a fridge. Like, don't rebuy these.
Yeah.
Like, don't let the scalpers win on this one. This one you can let them like lose out on, because it's just a.
But it is a pretty looking mini fridge, though.
I mean, like, it's still a fridge, man. Like,
but it's still it's still a fridge. But
you know what?
It still
I'd rather
does the
save
same
a little
thing.
bit more money and actually get the actual big fridge,
the big one,
the actual Xbox One,
the one that Snoop has.
Yeah. Snoop and and you know who else got one for free? Justine.
Not surprising.
Yeah, she got one. It was cool. That was a good unboxing experience too.
So real quick, I need to shout out 2 people for birthdays.
Shout out.
One we missed last week, and you have the humblest of apologies. Is Newman on the 11th?
Newman.
Yeah,
sorry,
our Newman, and then Drew Kreisman was on the 18th this week. So happy birthday to members of the CGN fam.
That's right.
Yes.
Drew, happy birthday.
So,
Newman.
Yep.
Newman.
So I do want to say Drew's doing okay. He's got his Patreon up, and he's actually got a YouTube channel up for DC Productions now.
There we go.
So he's actually doing his Rockies podcast. He's doing nerd stuff like Marvel and DC and wrestling and Star Wars.
Cool.
I mean, he's actually doing stuff he loves to do. So he's not going to get pigeonholed into doing something, that.
But he seems happier.
He seems happier.
That's more important. That's the most important.
Yeah.
That's good.
So things are still going well for him. So,
cool.
So let's get to it, because there's some fun stuff to talk about tonight. And not so fun stuff, which the first stuff Jason's probably going to be uber happy about.
And some concerning stuff too.
Let's talk about this. So Disney came out and announced that they are delaying virtually every movie that is starting Phase 4.
Oh, wow.
I honestly am not that surprised. I could have. I honestly could have guessed that.
Some of these are major bumps, though.
Yeah, that's
they really are.
I wonder how many more TV shows we're going to get. Do you think we're going to get like 5 more TV shows within that bump? Honestly, I haven't even looked.
It's not slated. No,
I haven't looked to see how far they got bumped. So
you can actually catch up.
Yeah, but catch up. Are you kidding me? There's going to be 4 more shows coming out.
No, Jason. Legitimately, these are all pushbacks that are just being pushed back
because
they're not restructuring. No, shows. It's really because of the court case.
Yeah,
of the
and I think a lot of it has to do with COVID. Now the numbers are increasing in a lot of places, so they're playing it safe, like a lot of Hollywood is right now. Let's run it down. So Doctor Strange got pushed from March 25th to May 6th, so almost 2 months.
Wow, 2 months.
Thor: Love and Thunder is going from May to July. Black Panther is going from July to November.
Wow.
And you also have the Marvels now has been postponed to early 2023. Ant-Man is going from February 17th to July 28th of 23.
Mm-hmm.
Now, along with that, they have now bumped also Indiana Jones a full year.
Wow.
It has now gone from July of 2022 to June of 23.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a full year, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. And they're filming right now, so they would have been on track for it.
Are they on filming? Or are they
Yeah.
I know a lot of these are post-production too, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the only ones right now that would be post-production would be Doctor Strange and Thor.
Yeah.
That I can think of. Filming. Yeah. So, but I think with Indy, they're on set, because I've seen pictures of of Harrison Ford out there in the Indiana Jones getup in the little golf carts, being shuttled around. So, we'll see on that. Now, the upside is to all of this, James Gunn kind of gave a little bit of a ray of shining hope, is that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is still on pace for its normal release, and Will Poulter, who played Gally in Maze Runner, as well as Eunice in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the third one, he's going to be Adam Warlock.
Yep.
Wow.
So we're actually going to see him outside of his cocoon.
Well, I mean, if you've seen some of his other work, that's why I like. I've seen some of his other work other than Lion the Witch and
Maze Runner.
Yeah. I've seen him in a comedy here and there, and some a lot of like dramatic work. Like I'm not really worried about this.
No,
I think this was a good casting. I think he's gonna blow people away, and he's also known to go like he's one of those guys that's going to put in the work. Like he's gonna I'm interested to how much weight he's going to be putting on in muscle,
right? I mean, he's already, I mean, when you look at him as Gally and stuff, he already had a little bit of muscle on him anyways. So
Adam Warlock wasn't really like super muscular. He was like more lanky and
he was more lean. He was more lean and cut.
Lean.
Yeah, because he was like very more like.
But he still had some of that muscle definition.
Yeah,
that you could see in the suit. So
his power was cosmic. Like he's like on par, if not more powerful than Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
and Thanos. Like he took on Thanos just by himself. Yeah.
There's not many people who have taken on Thanos by themselves.
Right.
So
it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they interpret him in the MCU. Because
yeah,
you know, well, you know, they're gonna have a little spin-off for him beforehand, like a little 6-episode TV show.
Oh my God, you're so ridiculous.
I mean, like, come on.
You're
like
so
everything has been like a 6 to 9 episode run of like, okay, let's establish some.
And
backstory.
They've been great. You just got to give them a chance.
I don't doubt they aren't great. Like I've watched a few of them. Like they are great. You know, I watched WandaVision. It was good, but then just, like they're just so many. They're just like,
and there are going to be more.
I know there's going to be more. That's why they're delaying
Star Wars.
That's why they're delaying.
Star Wars got slated for 6 more shows. We have 6 more Star Wars shows.
Yeah, but when's the last time you had a Star Wars show?
Mandalorian
season 2.
Yeah, I know.
Book of Boba Fett is coming out in December.
Well, no, when you had Vision, Visions just came out.
Visions,
which are the shorts. But to be fair, though,
those were awesome. There, you're depriving yourself of those too. The anime.
I mean, awesome. to be fair though, he does have a point though. Is that how long has it been since we had the Mandalorian? It's been a few months.
It's been
whereas
like a good at least.
It's been a while.
Close 6 months.
Where we went Scarlet Witch, Falcon, Winter Soldier. You know, right into Loki. You know, it was like boom, 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 and then
the thing is the Star Wars properties are all new properties. Yes. Which is why they take time in the writing and then distribute.
And we're getting Book of Boba.
I
mean, Book of Boba is coming out in December.
Yeah, and that's plenty of time. You
can
digest, you can relax, you can enjoy, you can unwind.
Yeah, but the thing about it, I understand why you don't like how they've been coming out back to back, but that was planned. Like all of those shows weren't just scrambled together. Those shows were all written probably at the same time and worked at the same time.
No, but I mean, like, what I have problems with is that, like, as soon as one finished, another one popped up.
Yeah,
like, a week later.
It was great.
Give it like a month, man. Give it like
you don't like your story?
Give it like 2 weeks. Holy crap, man!
Jesus.
He just wants to let it breathe.
You got to breathe, man. You got to be like,
let it breathe.
Yeah. It did. It was like a week.
Oh, a week. Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
a week or two.
Just like every week, I was gonna have a Marvel minute now. Like, holy crap! Like, what the hell?
You're so. You know what? You know what? No one can satisfy you. You're just ridiculous.
That's all I'm saying. Like, see, Star Wars, I enjoy because like it was Mandalorian Season 2. I had some time. Okay, and then I'm like, okay, and then you get hyped up for the next one. There's no hype like in between Marvel. It's just like, okay, another Marvel. Oh,
you know what it is? I can see where Jason's kind of going. It's Marvel exhaustion.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, think about this, Jerry, is like before we got all the TV shows, right? Where Star Wars itself, once Disney took over, it was a movie every single year. And it was kind of like almost getting to that point of Star Wars exhaustion because it was just constant Star Wars in your face. I can kind of see that, but
rewind it.
Jerry,
remember
they're still fantastic shows.
Yeah, no, but remember, Jerry, how every year we got hyped up to see the next Harry Potter?
Yeah,
exactly, because we had to wait. There was no like, oh, let me get like a little section, like let me get a little side piece. Like,
see,
right
I'm the type of person that I'll soak up all the information. I want it all. I'll take in the information. If it's a new TV show, I'll give it a chance.
That's fair.
I enjoy that stuff. I enjoy the side stories, like all the side stories that happened behind the scenes of what Harry Potter was doing. Dude, some of them are very interesting.
Like that's fair, but to be canonical and just like drop like every week, like
boom after boom,
boom.
Yeah,
like to be.
I get it.
And
I get the whole exhaustion
that's very
thing.
difficult to like ingest.
I get the whole exhaustion thing, but I just don't get like, don't boycott it.
I'm not just boycotting it.
I mean,
like I am.
Dude, you're not watching the shows for a reason.
No, I am gonna go watch them, but like I said, I have marveled out. Like I need some time.
Well, now you have time to like breathe.
Yeah,
breathe, and then watch the shows. Jesus,
this guy, Jesus.
All right, Jason, can we move on to something that will make you happy?
Yeah, we can always move on.
All right, so Friday after we recorded last week, Nintendo had the Animal Crossing Direct. Okay, so a couple things. One, I mean, I was super stoked for this because it's the first content we've had added to Animal Crossing since the Mario anniversary stuff months and months ago. So a couple things they added for free. We're going to get Bruce. They're going to open up a coffee shop in the museum. Brewster's Coffee. It's a little rooster. Going to go chill out, open up a coffee shop. They're going to get Captain is coming back, which is longtime fans of the Animal Crossing series. Captain is a little sea captain that sails you around in a boat and whatnot. Also on Harv's Island, they're going to open up actual shops. So like Kix and Sahara and Red, all these ones that only show up randomly are going to have an actual little shop that you can just go out to instead of having to wait for them to just show up randomly, which will be nice. Okay. And then we're going to get cooking. We're actually going to make recipes, kind of like, Red Dead or Final Fantasy 15, where you actually get to cook, cook little recipes like Breath of the Wild.
You owe me
you're going to get to here.
Ooh, there we go.
And then you're going to also be able to get some more customizations and features.
Nice.
This is the last free DLC they're going to do for Animal Crossing, though. So I think everything else that they bring out, if, depending on when the next game is going to be slated, is going to be paid DLC, which they also announced which is Happy Home Designer, is going to be coming to Animal Crossing. You're going to have a resort island set up to where your villagers will want little resort houses to have, vacation homes.
That's great.
And you can design them. And then anything that you unlock through the resort, like different, like you can actually put columns, like real houses now, like support beams and counters and everything. So anything you unlock there, you can use on your island to redesign your house. You'll be able to unlock outside house designs and apply those to all of your houses on your island once you hit certain things.
Wow, so there's some big updates.
It's a big update, and it's all coming along with the Nintendo Switch online expansion, which we're going to talk about because Jason got to miss this the last time. So with it, we're going to come in here and let's look at the expansion pack. So Jason, I know you were kind of tuning in chat and everything. So let's just kind of get you up to speed. So this is everything that you're going to get to start with when they bring out N64. So Mario 64,
pretty good. Like
Mario, I mean, these are great games. I mean, Star Fox 64, Ocarina of Time. I would do this just for Ocarina. And there's more games that are on the horizon for it. Yeah. But when you look at it, I mean, this is just an all-star list just to start with. I mean, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox.
It's just so funny that they chose them like a really obscure Winback.
Honestly, I hate to say this, like as obscure as it is,
Yeah.
Like we rented that a ton when I was working for Blockbuster.
It was like low key a great, like, dude,
it was a time crisis of Nintendo.
Right? Yeah.
I had an employee that looked. I had an employee that looked like the main character that worked for me.
But yeah, low key, that was a really good game.
Now here's the other thing: is what makes it is like Mario Kart. You're gonna be able to play 4-player online.
That's insane.
Yeah,
with 64. Yeah. You know, you can be able to help friends out and whatnot. And
that's cool.
Of course, Jason, they're coming out with the N64 controller, which
controllers, dude.
So,
dude, you missed my comment, but dude, you missed my comment too. I said last week, the moment they announced that, I'm like, now comes the Glacier Red, all the color, dude. It's Nintendo. They're good.
I mean, I already have this one.
But I mean, like,
so I plan on getting an N64 controller just to have it.
I just don't know, man, because it brings back some nostalgia feel, but I feel that you could do that with the Switch controllers already, like what you can pretty much.
No, but this is part of their whole plan of bringing back the old. Like that's the whole reason why they brought back the old Nintendo controllers.
Oh, definitely.
Because now, dude, no joke, the younger kids, even my nieces and nephews, are asking me about Genesis
Odie.
And
I mean
64 and there's a market for it. There really is.
Dude, this was the heyday of games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's making a massive comeback.
Now, Jason, let's talk a little bit more about this because you got this.
Let's see that full list.
Okay, because this again, to Jason's point, this was the heyday. Genesis,
dude, it's also pretty good.
So,
I see my boy right there.
Hold on, we got Sonic 2, Streets of Rage, Echo, Castlevania Blood, Golden Axe. But the game that Jason and they didn't show on there is Shining Force. We are getting Shining Force. So
I saw it as soon as you scrolled past all those.
Right here.
For me, it would have been Ultra Beasts.
Third to the bottom, third left.
For me, it's all. I mean, me and Jason, it's all about Shining Force,
dude. Shining Force,
right there.
For all you out there, if you have the ability to play Shining Force, it is honestly the first tactical RPG that you will ever love. It is. It
really laid the groundwork for Fire Emblem. I think
it laid the groundwork for a lot of tactical RPG games.
I mean, heck, you could say it laid the groundwork for tactics too. Really.
Yeah, for me it was Alter Beast and Vector Man.
Yeah, I got Streets of Rage right there. Strider
is awesome,
but Shining Force is the game classic. That if I were to,
and it's gonna have. And here's the thing: is it's gonna have pick up and play. It's gonna have a rewind feature on it, which honestly I would love to have on Shining Force because there's sometimes I made stupid mistakes and it cost me.
Not gonna lie, the rewinding is just to try and max out stats. Okay. You get that and a number generator.
You have also multiplayer online for games like Golden Axe.
Sweet.
So, and they are going to have that Genesis controller.
Don't need it.
Which that one, I think I can do without.
You get the 6 button. The 6 button's okay.
Yeah.
But the 3 button one.
But this is the OG.
I remember the 6. Oh man, I remember the 6 buttons.
OG
dude.
Sega.
And dude, remember the off-brand controllers that gave you the automatic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Great generation.
So here's what we're going to be looking at for membership wise now. So currently, right now on the left is what you get right now. If you just do the very basic package, the family membership, which we all have. It's $35 a year. Okay, so that gives you online play. It gives you some free content, sometimes, but it gives you the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo virtual consoles. The expansion pack, which is going to be N64, Genesis, and the Animal Crossing expansion, Happy Home Paradise, is going to jump it up to, as a family package, up to $80.
Dang, that is a lot.
It's gonna so let's break that down just a little bit though. Is that so? If you do it for just an individual member, it's going to go up to $50. So it's going to jump $30 there. It's going to go $45 on a family side.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, though, the DLC, it's on a standalone is probably going to be $20. I haven't gone to look at it yet.
That's all you guys right there.
So I'm going to be getting this DLC. I'll have to go onto the eShop and go look at it really quick.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, right, if the DLC is say $20, so then you drop this, you're dropping that price down to $60. So then honestly, you're increasing it $25 a year. You're getting N64 and Genesis games, but the ability to play some of those games online, multiplayer wise and stuff. So, I mean, here's the other thing is what else is going to come with the expansion pass, right? Is it going to include GameCube? Is it going to include, things like Game Boy Advance, stuff like that? They haven't said exactly how that's going to look in the future. A lot of people are thinking, yes, it is very, very a very steep increase.
That is a very steep increase. Because if you think about it, like it's 80 for this year, and then what about next year? Is that going to maintain 80?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, like, unless there's going to be a lot more content coming out for
now,
Animal Crossing.
Let me kind of add this tidbit into it though. For any of us that already have the family pass, they're going to prorate the $80. So you're going to get a credit off of what we've already spent towards that.
So it's going to start brand new at like a certain month. What is it?
No, if I go in, so once it becomes available on November 5th,
yeah,
and I upgrade our family membership, which I will be doing because I want Shining Force on my Switch,
You have no idea.
and I want to play Ocarina. To me, and we're getting the DLC. And think about this too: is right. Everybody that's on the family plan who plays Animal Crossing all gets the DLC. So instead of everybody paying for it separately, it's already included.
That's a big bump right there.
And it is, I just checked it right now. Happy Home Paradise is $25 for the DLC standalone.
So
if you take that out of the equation, right? So 80 now just becomes 55. So honestly, we're only paying an extra $20 to add on 64 and Genesis when you really look at it. Because I would have been spending $25 anyways to get Animal Crossing DLC.
Oh.
So now I can just spend the amount that there is, upgrade that, and then I get the DLC. My wife gets the DLC. Jerry, if you still played Animal Crossing, you'd get the DLC.
I don't even have the game anymore.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying if you did, right? So honestly, it's not bad when you start breaking it down monetarily on what the DLC is versus the increase to it too. So you're essentially paying an extra, $20 to get N64 and Genesis. And to me, that's well worth it just for Ocarina and Shining Force.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few other Genesis games over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're going to be bringing F-Zero to N64 side, along some other games. So
64 F-Zero, nice.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, I think it has potential for sure.
I'm definitely going to contemplate the 64 controller. I really do.
Oh, I'm going to get the 64 controller.
Controllers. I really did.
I still think one of my favorite controllers though is the Super Nintendo controller though. Yeah, it's still a great controller. Yeah. I still need to pick up the Nintendo controllers too. But that's the nice thing is anybody on the family plan can just log into their Nintendo account and go get and actually able to purchase the N64 controllers. So I said the nice thing with the family membership there. So another thing that's going to make people happy is God of War is going to PC.
Mm-hmm. I cannot wait to see what mods people.
It is going to have. it's going to have unlocked frame rate.
Oh god!
It's going to have graphic and performance improvements and support ultra wide 21:9 monitors.
Oh my god, that would actually look sick though. Honestly, that would look sick.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying they feel like cheated and betrayed. I'm like, okay, guys, hold on. God of War came out in 2018. It's 4 years old,
Yeah.
or 3 years old rather. And it's one of those things. It's like, who cares? Because people that don't have a PlayStation that have wanted to play these games are getting to play. And granted, it's an older game. They've Uncharted 4 and they've had Death Stranding and Horizon have all come to PC,
Horizon, yep.
but they've been years after they come out.
Yeah.
And then this also now gives more money to Sony Santa Monica to make more games.
It's time.
So
let the PC play. It's time. Let them play. Let them mod the shit out of it. I can't wait. That stuff is funny. And or just, and you know what? That brings the game up back to popularity, because more and more people are going to stream either their modding or they finally get to play the game. So they're going to stream their playthroughs.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a win-win. I don't get why people boycott that just because it's supposed to be exclusively just PS5.
Exclusive.
But come on,
it's exclusive to PS4 and PS5 until, we're talking years after it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
It's time. Yeah, let them have
if you want to complain, let's look at, games like Halo, which are going to be on PC and on console, minus ray tracing, because that's not coming out till a later date now.
Yeah.
So that was announced this week that they're not going to have ray tracing at launch. That's now being pushed back to a later date.
Poor Microsoft.
It's
a bummer.
I feel bad for 343.
Yeah.
From everything I've seen, though, everyone says that it's Halo. It's very much Halo. The multiplayer is fantastic. So I hope Xbox fans and Halo fans get the game that they've been wanting for years. And then let's talk about something we've been wanting for years. They've gone through 7 directors, and that's Uncharted, which
finally a trailer.
I was gonna wear my Metroid Prime shirt, or my Metroid Dread shirt that I got today, finally from the Nintendo shop. But in honor of us getting the trailer, I had to rock Uncharted today. So thoughts on?
I don't know.
Let's talk about it, honestly. Thoughts on the trailer?
It looked good. It looked like it was treated with respect.
Yeah.
Tech-wise and look-wise. I'm still very scared about the story. And the direction.
Bit. Not too much, actually. I'm not too scared about it.
And Holland's performance, actually, because I think he is a great actor. But this character was written in a way that's pretty distinct.
Yeah.
So I hope he gets it. I hope he because I think he may be able to. I'm less skeptical about that, but it's the story. The story worries me. Mark Wahlberg worries me.
I'm more worried about Mark Wahlberg than I am Tom Holland.
Actually, I'm opposite. Okay, so hear me out on this one.
Okay.
Like we've played a lot of the Uncharted's, right? So
played them all multiple times.
Yes.
The thing is that Drake has
I have the statues to write about.
Drake has that like swagger to him.
Yeah.
That I don't see in Tom Holland. That's the only thing that I'm scared of.
Okay, also agree, which is why I'm still skeptical.
That's the only thing I'm scared of. I like that the trailer gave us those really like iconic shots that we have all seen and played through.
But that's what worries me, because that iconic shot you're talking about, him floating in the air, was Uncharted 3.
Yeah. So and that's
what's going on with the story?
I don't know if we're going straight to 3, if we're going to 4.
We got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, we got to be a little bit
trailer.
We got to be a little bit smart on this one.
And here's the thing, right?
Or was this just like a complete hey, this is what our vision of Uncharted is going to look like?
It's supposed to be a prequel.
I think what they're going for.
Yeah.
I think what they're going for is definitely establishing Uncharted into a movie first. And then we're gonna get a second one where it's actually one of the maybe going to Shambhala or something like that, where they have a full
But what worries me is that this is supposed to be a prequel, and then we're seeing reenacted scenes from the third movie, from the fourth movie.
There's scenes from the second movie.
From the second movie.
And here's the other thing is,
and it's
Chloe Fraser. I don't like. I'm trying to remember back into two.
She does look younger,
but here's my thing is, I don't remember them ever saying in two that her and Nathan Drake go way back. I thought it was just that full couple of years between 1 and 2.
No, that was
I didn't think it preceded.
No, that was in, they knew each other. That was established.
Here's my problem with Mark Wahlberg. Okay, it's not. I don't think he can act. I don't think it's an acting issue for it. Okay, but here's the thing: is that's not Sully. Sully has always been the mustache, the cigar smoking, rough, grumbling father type, so to speak. And a lot of people, today have been retweeting the fan movie that Nathan Fillion did, and the guy who played the general in Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He was Sully. To me, that's Sully.
Oh, yeah.
And
that wouldn't have been a miscast because he's very popular. Obviously, he's known.
Yes.
Yeah. I just don't know about Mark Wahlberg.
He's my dark horse on the cast right now. Now that being said, I am super excited for the movie. I'm gonna watch it. I mean, of course I am. We all know how I am with Uncharted. But
slow your roll there, bro.
Slow your roll. But no, what I'm saying is like
I've met Nolan North on 2 separate occasions, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on top of not only being a huge fan of the franchise too. So like
No, I get that. But
I'm the only one.
No. I'm not the only one. But my bigger concern is the story though. Because not only are we getting things from 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're also talking about Sam is dead in the prequel. So that doesn't completely line up.
It doesn't line up, but I feel that it lines up for movies. Like
I think what they're setting up is kind of like Uncharted 4, where you think Sam is long gone, not going to show up. He's gone, and here he is. He's shown up in 4. You go, hey, how you doing, mate? I think I'm here.
It might be a surprise twist on that one, but I certainly think that he's like they're setting it up how we felt it, how we saw it, and of course, like we think that Sam is gone, and lo and behold, he's going to show up. I think it's going to be a small cameo. If it is that one, I'm not going to lie, I hope probably is going to be Nathan Fillion, even though it doesn't look like Sam. But again, it's
would be great.
That would be cool. It's going to be this like little like, haha, real quick.
Can we?
Or if they want to keep solidarity or whatever, maybe it would be a cameo of Sam, but just of him like exiting an airport, like just showing that he is alive.
Yeah. Can it be Troy Baker?
Everybody else not knowing. That would be sweet.
That'd be insane.
I will say this. The one casting choice I absolutely love is Antonio Banderas as the villain.
Yeah, I do like that.
Because he has this, and that's the thing is because he has the swagger, like that he can pull off of every villain that's been in the game.
Yeah.
All about. And I'm talking. That's why I'm concerned about Tom Holland, but.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That's why I came out skeptical about.
I still look forward to it. It still looks like a good, somewhat rendition of a video game movie.
Okay, yeah.
Of a video.
Here's the thing: is
a video game movie. I agree with you.
As long as it comes out better than the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raiders. Actually, even better than the other Tomb Raider.
I would still fight you on those, man, because technically those were Tomb Raider movies.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying they weren't Tomb Raider movies. I'm just saying they were. Honestly, let's take it for what it is. They were fun. They were fun.
Time. They are completely out of date.
Yeah,
completely.
Remember, video game movie, like
video game movies back then. those were the tippy top, and they kept the video game.
I mean, come on, back then we got Street Fighter.
Yeah, we
had Street Fighter. We had Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That's in the 90s.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I'm talking about the tougher years were the millennium years, 2000 to 2010. You know, we got the separate Marvel movies, but they were so hard to get done. And then when they did get done, it was a crapshoot. Ghost Rider 2, Fantastic Four,
Blade 2, Blade 3.
Okay, Blade 2 was good.
Silent Hill.
Okay, so calm down there.
Silent
3 was terrible.
Silent Hill wasn't a terrible comic book or a video game movie.
Let's just. No.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, that's why, like, it wasn't just Angelina Jolie. Like, she definitely hyped the movies.
Yeah.
But those movies were Tomb Raider movies. They found a treasure. They were I think they were good renditions of video game movies. But I think now we're starting to get more respected like talent to come.
We're diving deeper into the better story.
But they're also trying different entities. Like, look at the people who joined Mortal Kombat and the people who want to join Mortal Kombat.
No, I mean, like, think of it this way. Like, now, like, back in the day, we had to extend, like, the story, like, based on, like, how we thought or how the directors thought. Here, like, the games actually have a full-length story that they can use.
Yeah.
From, like, literally start to finish.
But they still don't stick to the source material.
Which is fine, because then it's too close to comfort. There's a lot more.
Well, what would be so wrong of them adapting the first Uncharted movie how it is? Like, there are some elements that I get, like, to change, but the overall story, it's very much doable.
I would love Drake's Fortune as a sequel to this if it pans out.
Will.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because you have to build the character first. Like, there's a lot of people that we're gay. We know the whole Uncharted thing, but everybody else that's gonna try to watch it doesn't. Remember that, like, the other 60% of people that don't play any video games, they have no clue. They're just like, oh, it's just another video game or action movie. And you have to set up who Nathan Drake is. You have to set up who Sully is. You have to set up, like, oh, what is his backstory, etc.
Yeah.
Within the first half hour, 45 minutes, maybe. And
you
have to
see. I still think if you stuck to the source material,
we got Star Wars Episode 4 first.
Yeah, I understand that, but starting Uncharted 1, you got to know who Drake was, who everyone was.
But Uncharted 3 and 4 is when you actually learned about.
Okay, then let's talk about that. Let's talk about Jerry's comment about sticking to the source material, because guess what? How do they meet in the trailer that they're showing? At a bar with Drake tending bar. It's not Drake trying to steal something that Sully was there for.
Yeah. So
I think already right there, you're going off the origin story, of what it is. Now, granted, I have no doubt they're going to be faithful to the overall franchise that is Uncharted.
I think so, yes. Definitely.
But it's a fine line to skate when when you look at it as such a beloved franchise, right? And we can even go, let's look at Mario, right? You look at Super Mario Brothers movie, Jerry loves it. But think about all the backlash it got because of how far off the actual, like, origin material and stuff that they went. They changed all this stuff, made it, like an apocalyptic world. And I think that they do risk blowback if the movie's not done well. You can maybe excuse the change to the origin story on how Sully and Drake really met and everything. But if you start changing certain things about, to your point, like Drake and his eventual swagger and how he is, right? I think you have a chance of basically ruining something before it really gets to have its feet underneath it.
My initial response is for video game movies, when they first announced an Uncharted movie, I'm expecting to like see same aspects from the first game into the first movie. You know, I don't think should be a disconnect between adapting the first game or not completely changing it, but kind of changing it. I think one of the best, like honestly to me, one of the best comic book movies we've ever gotten was 300. Page for page, you could read that book.
Sin City as well,
and Sin City as well. That's why I think
Zack Snyder. Case in point, it was both those with Frank Millar, and he was involved with the productions.
Watchmen, an epic, amazing. The only thing that they changed, which I agree, was that the final monster at the end wasn't a bomb, but it was a huge octopus. Okay, a bomb makes more sense. I get that. It made sense.
I just don't want Uncharted to become Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Because look at how downhill those movies went.
That's why. I totally agree. That's why I'm worried for the movie, man. And it's so coveted. I really covet those games.
Oh
yeah, so I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm definitely gonna watch it, and it looks like, I mean, honestly, when you look at it though, it still looks like a lot of fun in the way that we love Uncharted for some of the just stupidness that Nathan gets himself into, like all these crates falling out of a plane and him pretty much pulling the train scene from, what was it, 2?
That's 2.
Yeah, from 2, right? And he's having to climb up the train cars right now. He's just trying to climb up cargo to get up into the plane, So it'll be interesting to see how it is. I hope it works out, though. I really do, because I think Uncharted lends itself that you could have unlimited stories because of what the subject material is.
Within reason, yeah.
But you know what I mean, though. You have so many different adventures you could go on, different treasures. There's so many different myths. Just as long as they don't go do Atlantis, because then that's just But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Again, it's just one of those things where, like, I feel that they have to pick and choose right now as the first movie because they need to establish Nathan Drake. That's it. That's all it is. They have to establish him.
I get that, but
tell the viewer this is who Nathan Drake is. Like, it might not be half an hour, it might be 15 minutes, but they still need to have, like, they can't go back and forth like how Uncharted 3-4 went. Where like all of a sudden we're like back in time again.
Flashback.
Yeah, flashback. We can't. The movie doesn't have the ability or the time to get those flashbacks in. It's got to go forward. It's got to be like, here's how they met up. You can flashback that for 5 minutes, but then like we're just going to be building Nathan Drake as a character, building the relationship with Sully and the overall adventure for the first movie. If they do multiple, then all the people you can have literal Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, like those adventures. But right now, I think
that's what I'm hoping.
Probably
that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping that this is a prequel, and that's what it's doing.
That's what it has to do.
But let me put it this way: I have scenes in the trailer give us pause, because
I think it's the same thing. Jerry, I think it's the same thing you kind of were touching on with the Flash movie, right? It looks fun, but there's a lot of areas for concern.
Yeah.
Now the Batman, on the other hand, oh my god, that looked great.
I mean, because that's why I'm excited to see it, and I'm cool with a Flashpoint movie, but it's not really Flashpoint. It's the DCU Flashpoint, because the actual Flashpoint, we'd be getting Bruce Wayne's dad as Batman, and we'd get a female Joker, which would be awesome. But that whole story, I would much rather see that. But they got to establish, and I get it.
So that being said, Jason, what you been playing?
For what have I been playing? Dang, you want to skip me first? Go ahead, Jerry. Go first. You go first today.
Okay. I'm still dabbling in the Far Cry, and I've been actually Dread is kind of taken over a little bit, but I gotta finish Kenna or Deathloop, one of them, because to be perfectly honest, I'm hearing more and more great things about Guardians, and I'm getting kind of hyped. Like, I can't wait until it comes out. So I gotta finish.
Otherwise,
finish
you're gonna be the last 5 minutes of the game and just I gotta
shut your face. I'm gonna finish it. I will, but I'm gonna take my time. But
Yeah.
I will finish it eventually.
Lately,
Final Fantasy VII.
I just been plugged. So if I'm here, I've been playing Phoenix Wright a little bit. Like I said, just a few cases at a time. Like a little bit, bits and pieces of the case. I should just sit down and just finish it off, just because I have the Great Ace Chronicles. But I've been playing some Pokemon Unite on my phone. But when I'm at the other house where the PlayStation 5 is, I'm usually playing Astro's Playroom right now.
Such a good game.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's one of those things where you can just barrel through, and you just like, I'm like, God, where's this?
Isn't it fun?
Where's this last puzzle piece? Dang it!
Yeah, but isn't it like super fun to see like all the bots as
all the little Easter eggs?
And every time I was like, hey, babe, check this out. Like, you're looking out for the camera bots. All the camera bots. I'm like, yo, check this out. And then like, I was laughing because I saw the God of War one. It was hilarious. The Metal Gear where it has the sound. And
Yep.
And like all the time, I'm like, hey, like, do you know this one? Like, me and my wife, like, oh yeah, it's this one. Like, oh, ha 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 ha. So I'm enjoying going through that right now. But at the same time too, I restarted Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 5. The performance. Oh, performance mode. So smooth.
But even fidelity mode looks freaking amazing.
Like butter. I mean, like, I wish I had a UHD 4K high res ultra definition TV to support the graphics mode, but performance mode, so smooth, so good. I'm gonna be able to barrel through that. I don't know if I want to platinum it again, but I think I just need to bring my PS4.
Bring your save.
Yeah, your save.
Fire up.
Well, yeah.
Fire up your. So basically, what you need to do is just on your PS4, go in, start the transfer to the cloud of your save file, or it stores it to the hard drive. Sorry, and then you start up 5, import the file, and it'll unlock all the trophies for you.
Boom. Then you got your platinum.
Your free platinum.
Yeah.
Yep.
A free platinum.
Yeah, I finally did that for Spider-Man too, so I got my platinum.
Nice. So we are gonna probably pick up Intergrade pretty soon. My wife's been playing Resident Evil 8 on the PlayStation 5, so she's been having quite a fun time.
8. Oh, Village.
Yeah.
Oh, man, isn't it awesome?
Yeah, she's been having a great time. I've been watching it as she's playing it, and there are some times when both of us are like, no, I don't want to play. You want to play? No, I don't want to play right now.
Dude, it's so much fun.
Yeah. So, Matt, what about you, man?
Yeah, man.
Well, Dread. I mean, Dread has pretty much taken over.
How far are you on it now? Like, how are you doing?
I just unlocked the 6th area.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the gravity suit yet, but I have a lot of the upgrades. I'm getting ready to fight the 5th. Kill the 5th enemy off.
Oh no, I just killed my 2nd.
Yeah, so I think I just beat the 5th enemy because now I have sonar, which shows off all the blocks that you can destroy and stuff like that.
Oh, sick.
Or that'll disappear. So you don't know if they'll disappear or if you can actually just break them, but it shows where the hidden blocks are, which is huge. I will say this, the game is starting to get a little bit tougher.
Nice.
I like the challenge, even though like it's been killing me. Screw that 5th Emmy. But it's one of those ones, like, as much as I'm frustrated with it sometimes, it's like I have figured out that the pattern for the Emmys, so much like when the other enemies, give that yellow flash, and that's when you can counter them, the Emmys do a high-pitched squeal, and you see a flash off their arm really quick right before you can counter them.
Yeah.
So I've been getting it is super quick, because if you're not paying attention, like, quick enough on it, you're going to die.
Oh,
but I've gotten to the point where I can counter them a little bit more often now. But I'm having so much fun with it. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is very much Metroid to its core. Animal Crossing, still hopping in, doing my dailies, got all my Halloween stuff out. I'm not going to be doing terribly too much more to my island right now, because the DLC and everything coming out on the 5th. So I've got my area where I'm going to put my vegetables and stuff like that. That's already kind of mapped out. And then I'll just start working on DLC, upgrade my island. Nice. MLB the Show. I am now 6 games up on the Dodgers. I have now broken that 90 win threshold.
About that.
2 pitchers vying for the Cy Young right now. So yeah, I'm having some fun with it. And then honestly, just chilling with the boys, playing. Cody's been playing Astros Playroom a ton.
Yeah.
And he's getting better and better at it the more and more he plays with it. So he's having fun with it. If he says other robots, I know we're playing Astros Playroom. If he says I want to play robots, that means he wants me to put on Dread so he can root for the Emmys and the monsters, because he calls them his monsters and his robots. So he likes seeing them kill me. I think once I'm done with Dread, though, I'll go back to Kana and finish that one.
Once you're done with Dread, we got Shining Force, bro. It's right around the corner. It's right around the corner.
It is right around the corner.
I'm going to be jumping on it as soon as it's gonna.
And honestly, too, is I want to try and accomplish a full run of Uncharted 1 through 4 before the movie comes out in February.
Interesting.
Sweet.
So that way, going into it, everything's fresh in my mind. All the story details, the backstories, all that, to kind of see how it compares.
You're just gonna go through story mode versus like hard, challenging.
Honestly, some of the challenges on those games are ridiculous, and
I know,
I'm good. There's some games that it's great to go get the platinum because you can, like Horizon, right? It's enough where you can accomplish it by just doing the normal tasks. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, you can just do those just by doing things. Mm-hmm. Even God of War, right? Yeah, you go kill the Valkyries, But Uncharted, on the other hand, just doing all the challenges and stuff is like, no, I'm good. But I love the games. I'm still going to keep replaying them. I just don't need the platinum for it. So, but yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Sweet.
Dread. So with that, I want to thank everyone who crashed game night with us tonight. Stop by the chat, even if you were just hanging out, listening to us in the background of your evening tonight. We definitely appreciate the hop on in and joining us, and to everyone that's going to be watching the replay this weekend, or catching us on the podcast platform of your choice. We always thank you as well. Tonight was episode 148. So here in a couple of weeks, we're going to be recording 150.
150.
And that's huge. I mean, there's not a lot of podcasts that even get to 100. So to say that, we've been doing this for 150 episodes, and to the, hundreds of people that have at least given us a shot, and allowed us to give them some humor in their day and whatnot. We thank you. It's always appreciated. So if you're just catching us for the first time, make sure to hit that follow button on the platform you're listening to us on, whether that's YouTube, Twitch, podcast, or head on over to crashinggamenight.com. Check out the past episodes there as well. And as always, guys, just be excellent to each other. Stay frosty.
Hey. Thank you, all my fellow nerds, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And thank you for being. That's right. We got a little spacey, got a little extra mind craziness going on. I'm just kidding, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And once again, the struggle continues and still needs your support. So please support your Stop Your Asian Hate, Black Lives Matter, and your LGBTQ plus communities. Don't just stand there and watch, like record, say something, or just lend out a helping hand, and let's just spread more of love and joy, please.
Amen.
Yeah, spread the love and joy, but don't spread COVID, please. If you have the ability to
right,
get
Nice segue.
vaccinated.
Nice segue.
You like that segue?
That was a good segue.
I thought about that one. But if you have the ability to, please get vaccinated out there. Again, every week, please go and thank your grocers. Like this week, honestly, because we are getting into the holiday season and they're putting up with a lot more stress than normal because everybody is going crazy. To all the people that are working at the port, especially my homies over at the Long Beach port,
Yeah, I got a few buddies out there too.
Yeah, like you guys are doing.
Please rest, be safe.
Yeah, you guys are doing a lot
Those
of
guys are working
work.
around the clock.
Yeah, so please get some rest. Get a mental health check every so often. We are getting everything back in the port, so I know there's a lot of things that are going on out there on the ships. So please stay safe, social distance as you can, get vaccinated. I know a lot of places around here require a vaccination card now too.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure
Which I already have mine on a digital passport for when we come out there next month.
Yep, I got mine on my phone. So it's just please, in order for us to get things back to normal, we need to get vaccinated. We need to get vaccine cards. We need to be safe out there. Again, if you have the ability to, please do so. With that being said, thank your grocer, thank you to your hospital workers, thank all the frontline workers as well. They're going through those crazy times as well. Like, and even teachers, they're a lot. We need more love for the teachers.
Absolutely.
So again, guys, be safe. Stay distant. We're almost there. Hopefully, otherwise we have another. Otherwise we have another winter come and gone.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed for a Black Friday.
Yes, please.
All right, Jay.
But as always, thank you again for watching us. For my boy, Babyface Theowalski, signing us off. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
I say goodbye to you.